goeasternathletics.com. We're here with head coach Amanda Fefel. Coach, another weekend, 2-2. One of those games against Central Oklahoma. You guys were ahead 5-0, gave up the lead at the last inning. So a great chance you guys could go 3-1 over the weekend. Can you just talk a little about the weekend and how you thought your team responded through all these games?
Yeah, so going back to the start of the weekend, obviously, we had a great first game out against Black Hills. Girls were firing on all cylinders. Miranda and Angie did a great job in the pitching circle for us for that. And then obviously moving to UCO, like you said, had them. It was a 5-1 lead going into the bottom of the seventh. And then a leadoff walk, then an error at second base. Emily just pulled her foot on a high throw ball. And then it was kind of like a waterfall effect for us. One thing after another kind of led to them getting the momentum and the energy on their offensive side. Marissa did a great job of holding down their hitters all game. I think she threw a phenomenal game against them, especially with how their offense really propels in all the other games against their opponents. And so I think she really kept them off balance the entire time. And then, kind of our learning experience, if you will, being able to shut a team out when we need to shut a team out. Defensively, we were looking to play for outs, and I think we were just trying to go for the lead runners at the wrong times. But at the end of the day, like I said, a 6-5 loss, unfortunately, we wanted to go in our favor. But at the end of the day, we do have a young group. We're still learning ourselves and what we can and can't get away with, and how we need to, obviously, like I said, put teams away at the right time. Then moving on to Sunday, again, another great win against Fort Lewis. Fort Lewis was kind of firing in all cylinders, playing very close games with Lone Star opponents. They had a great run out in California, a lot of close games. I was very impressed with how our girls handled all of their pitchers. They went through several arms in that game. I think we drew some timely walks. I think we were able to get a couple clutch hits, to kind of break some things open, some baseballs, as far as like in the gaps that we were able to clear the bases that time. And then obviously ending our game against Oklahoma Baptist. I said it last week. I think 10-0, that team definitely needs to be ranked. I think they all around pitching, defensively, hitting, they're a solid team right now. So, again, another learning experience for us. But more importantly, in that game, I was very happy with how our team responded. To almost being run ruled to coming back and pushing it for the full 7 innings. So I was very happy with how we prolonged the game there.
Speaking of complete and well-rounded teams, you've already played 2 teams ranked in the top 15, either at the time or now. And how do you bounce off of that? Oh, of course, you host West Texas to start the home slate. So I asked this when we started the year, but how would you say your group has responded to the routine that there's been to this point of, we're going over here, we're going to play this top 15 team and then 3 other teams or 2 other teams? And do you believe that that's prepared your group enough for what is going to be maybe the biggest test of the season?
Well, I think starting all of this, I wanted to do that early. I think making them play the Oklahoma Baptist, the UCOs, the Augustanas, the Minnesota Duluth teams, I wanted them to be battle tested early for big moments like this weekend. For me, I think we're still learning ourselves. It doesn't matter who's across the field from us. I think I still want them to go out there and compete. But as far as experience wise goes, I think we're ready. I think we're ready to take the field against them. I think we're ready to obviously get our feet wet. What we're going to have to play WT no matter what, if it's the first game of the conference or if it's the last. Like, we need to be ready no matter when it is in the year. And for me, I think with WT, they've always been a powerhouse. I think you always know what you're going to go up against. But at the end of the day, we have a whole new team. I think they're ready to start this second portion of our season. And so for us, I think it's just getting out there, getting our feet wet, and showing, I guess, basically what we do have to compete against WT and all the other top-ranked schools in our conference.
Number 1 offense in the league at this point, 2 hitters hitting above 600 to this point. It's going to be a trial by fire on Valentine's Day at Greyhounds softball field. Thank you, Coach Fefel.
Thank you.